How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the community farm. So we are just on our way back to the farm from the shop because we just bought a new weeder. Now, you guys were kind enough to let me know that there's actually two different types of weeders, which I genuinely did not know. To be fair, it is quite easy to miss the fact that there's two different ones because this one is the only one of its kind. All of the other ones are exactly the same. Now, this one can get rid of small as well as medium-sized weeds, where all of the other ones can only get rid of small weeds. So this is the one that we need for those two fields. And honestly, it's kind of surprising to me how much of the game I still need to learn about. Despite having hundreds and hundreds of hours in Farming Simulator 22, there's a lot that I still need to learn. Now, to be fair, I don't really get to explore outside of the roleplay and the community farm. I very rarely play Farming Simulator when I'm not recording. So, yeah, I'm sort of limited to that at the moment. And there's just stuff like the grapes, and I think the other one is olives or something, that I've never even seen. I've never tried it, I've never even seen it. And there's a lot there that I need to learn about as well. So, yeah, still a lot for me to learn about and try out in the future. So that's all good. But yeah, it all takes a little bit of time, or in my case, a lot of time, because I only learn as quickly as the series or the two series that we're running progresses. So yeah, if I do seem to miss stuff, please feel free to let me know, like you guys did with the weeders, because that's actually extremely helpful. And yeah, like I say, even though I've got many hours in the game, most of it is based around the roleplay, of course, and yeah, we do completely different sort of stuff there. And yeah, all of the previous versions of Farming Simulator, where I have thousands of hours all sort of accumulated together, were very different to Farming Simulator 22. They weren't nearly as sort of sophisticated as this. So yeah, definitely a lot still to learn, but in a good way, in a very good way. But yeah, unfortunately this thing wasn't cheap. This thing is $51,000. That is a lot of money. But we have it now, and I'm sure we'll use it from time to time. I think kind of what happened is, because I had the months set to only be 1 day, the weeds grew so quickly during the night that they actually went into sort of a second growth stage, which our weeder couldn't deal with. And hence why we need this thing. But I have obviously since changed it so that 1 month is 5 days. So hopefully from now on we'll catch the weeds in sort of their smallest state, and we can use the other weeder, the original one that we have, and we wouldn't use this as often, but yeah, if we do need it, we do have it now. It's not all bad news, because I have actually added a bit of money to our bank account. In fact, I added $10,000 to our bank account, and this is of course to sort of celebrate the fact that we hit a major milestone this week on the channel, which is of course 10,000 subscribers. And we, at the time of recording, we hit this yesterday morning, and I'm honestly still mind blown and frankly quite speechless. I genuinely don't even know what to say other than thank you. Thank you all so much for all of the incredible support. Thank you for watching all of my videos, and for all of the likes and all of the comments, and for everyone subscribing. Just thank you. I genuinely appreciate it, and I am so grateful for each and every single one of you. It's, yeah, it's incredible. I know for many channels out there, 10,000 subscribers is something that they get per day, but for me it is huge. It's a milestone that I never really thought was possible, and yet here we are today. So genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you to every single one of you. I cannot express enough how much I appreciate the support. It's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much. But yeah, with that said, and like I say, I'm still trying to process that number. You sort of have to look at, well, what's next? And I'm guessing 20,000? Are we going to go for the 20,000 mark now? I guess that's sort of where we have to go. Someone actually said when I did the community post, someone said only 90,000 more to go to get to the, I think it's the silver play button. And I was like, yeah, right. As if 100,000 would ever be possible, but since we hit 10,000, and there was a huge part of me that thought that was never going to be possible, there is now sort of a tiny little part of me that sort of thinks that 100,000 might be possible, but I am not even going to think about that or go there. Let's just think that maybe we can get to 20,000 someday, but honestly, for the moment, I am just so incredibly happy that we hit 10,000, and I just want to enjoy this moment and not think about anything else for that matter. So yeah, no, thank you guys so much, and the channel will go where it goes, and wherever that might be, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm just really grateful to each and every one of you for getting us to 10,000. It is phenomenal, absolutely fantastic. With that said, though, we have to get our heads down and really get into this. So we have to get these two fields knocked out, weeded again, and then I want to get into those two fields down there. So we are going to jump into a real quick time lapse, and we're going to get these two fields knocked out real quick. So as always, for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so that is job done, and we'll have to find a spot for this now. And maybe in one of the sheds down here should be fine. Yeah, we'll just put it in the first one here, which will probably mean that I'll forget that it's there, and I'll end up buying another one. But that's why I have you guys to remind me that we have one of these. Hopefully before I buy another one. But yeah, I'll try and remember that it's here. I might actually just leave the door open so that I'll remember that there's stuff in here. I don't think there's anything else in here. No, at least not in this one. I think we had the gooseneck in the other one. I don't know if it's still there. Anyway, so next up is rock picking. We have to do a bit of rock picking on the two fields way down towards the road. And we'll have to do some rock picking on the two fields up here as well. That one and the other big one. But we're not going to be doing that today because that's way too much rock picking for my liking for one day. So Yeah, I kind of don't like the whole rock picking thing. Um, it was kind of cool initially, and then it just sort of becomes a hassle. But anyway, it is what it is. We sort of have to deal with it. But I know you can switch it off. I know this, but it just feels like sort of cheating if you do. So yeah, I'd rather just cope with it. I would have just sort of liked if there was maybe some bigger equipment. And I have tried a few mods that were sort of a similar thing to this. Well, it was basically exactly this, but double the width. And I've only tried one of them, and it really, really didn't work. It, yeah, just wasn't a good mod at all. So that didn't work out. But yeah, it would be nice if you just sort of had something that was a bit bigger, with a bigger or wider working width. So I don't know, maybe at some point we'll have something that'll be a bit more efficient for the rock picking, but yeah, for now we'll just have to do it this way. I have to say, the rock picker that we have in the roleplay, oh my goodness, that thing is so tiny. That is, oh, that is not a fun job. Well, actually, we can probably just carry on here with the headland. But yeah, that thing is extremely inefficient and slow, and just sort of, it's awkward as well, because it sort of sits towards the side, and it doesn't actually pick up rocks that well. It tends to sort of skip them if you don't catch them exactly in the middle, and it's just a very awkward thing. But yeah, this one here is okay. This isn't too bad. But for those who have joined in some of the live streams a while back, where I was playing on the Calmsden farm, which I actually want to get back to. That was a fun one to play on. But yeah, we did a bit of rock picking there, and you could literally go an entire 2-hour stream just rock picking, which obviously I try and avoid doing, but at some point the job has to get done. So that kind of sucks when this is the best you have, and you have massive fields to do. It is not great at all. I think if you do start playing like the really big maps, it's probably best to just switch the whole rock thing off. But anyway, we are gonna get these 2 fields knocked out. With this thing on these size fields, it wouldn't take too long at all, and it's not a horrible job on this sort of size of field. But yeah, we're gonna get it all knocked out, and then we'll probably, I would say, jump straight into seeding. So we might actually just do all of it in one go. In fact, we might even do the rolling as well. So I think this is going to be a really big time lapse. I know some of you like it, some of you don't, but yeah, for those who don't like the time lapses that much, sorry. And for those who do like them, well, enjoy. So yeah, this is going to be a big one. We're going to do the rock picking, we're going to do all of the seeding, and then we're going to do the rolling real quick as well, and have these fields done with. So yeah, that'll put us sort of in a good position to go take care of the other fields, and probably go have a look and see how the chickens are doing as well. But we'll see how far we get today. We still have some stuff at the greenhouse that we need to sell as well, so we'll have to do that at some point. I don't know if we'll be able to do that today, but we'll see how far we get. But for now, we are going to jump into this time lapse, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, well that is job done. And oh my goodness, that was a huge job. Honestly, that took a good while, but it was quite fun actually. I really do like that tractor. I have to say, I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't think we have a wash bay. We might have to get one of those. I definitely don't think we have one. Oh, I put the rocks just over there. So all of the rocks that came out of the fields, I just made a little pile here. I don't really know what to do with them. You actually do get a thing. It's a mod that I have. I don't know if it's an in-game thing as well. I don't think so. But you can get a machine. Let's actually have a look at it. Construction. I think it'll be under tools. I think it's that thing. No, that's just a workshop. There's a thing. I don't know where it is. But maybe containers, no. Sheds, no. Production. I think it's under production actually. Yeah, there we go. So that thing. You can get that for 25,000, and it basically looks like that. I actually quite like the look of it. It's very sort of old. But then you basically throw stones into there and it'll produce lime on the other end. So I thought that's pretty cool. So 25,000 is probably not bad. So if you guys want to get one of them, that is an option. But yeah, anyway, these fields look beautiful. They look really nice. And they should be pretty much good to go for now. The only thing we'll have to keep an eye out for is obviously weeds. When they start growing, we'll have to take care of them. But also when the first stage of growth happened, then we'll have to do a single application of fertilizer. But that's really all that we have to do there. This field here, again, let me know what's going to happen with this. I think it probably needs a bit of work. Yeah, it needs plowing, so that means everything. So we're going to have to plow it and then lime it and rock pick it and cultivate it and all of that good stuff. So there's quite a bit of work that needs to go into there. As for, oh, by the way, the fields there, the one closest to the farmyard, the smaller one is soybeans, and the biggest one closest to the road is the canola. So this field here still needs rock picking. And I think, as far as I can remember, that is going to be a grass field. And then the one further up that we took the shed away and made the field quite a bit bigger, that sort of needs the same thing, just a bit of rock picking, and that'll be good to go. And it's still a bit of a debate of what's going to happen here. So originally this was going to be a grass field as well, to make sort of a load of silage and stuff like that. But there's also been talks about this maybe being a barley field. But since we have the other field where the sugar beet was, we can maybe do something else there. But yeah, there's all of the sugar beets. So again, that's still up for debate as well, whether that's going to get sold or not. It was a tie in the last video, so nothing happens if there is a tie. But yeah, that is basically everything that needs to be taken care of today, or can be taken care of today. And I'm just trying to figure out what else we wanted to do. Oh, the chickens. That's what I wanted to do. I knew there was one more thing that I wanted to have a look at, and that is the chickens. I wanted to see how they are doing. Also, before we get to that, if anyone knows, I actually did email someone at Giants about this as well to figure something out possibly. But if anyone watching this maybe knows how I can get rid of that. So please start your engine first. That prompt thing, I've looked all over and I cannot for the life of me find a game file where I can get rid of that. And there's definitely, as far as I can see, no settings around it. But yeah, it's quite annoying because it basically means, like for this series, it's fine. It doesn't really matter, even though I still find it annoying. But basically that happens when my steering wheel is not 100% exactly center. Because I've got I think like only a 1% dead zone on the wheel. So it has to be very straight. Otherwise that pops up. And for this series, it's not too bad. It's a little bit annoying. But for the role play, it is so frustrating because I have had to re-record so many scenes because of that stupid thing. So yeah, if anyone knows how to get rid of that, please do let me know. I would really appreciate it. But, oh, we've got 53 chickens. How many did we have previously? Didn't we start with 50? Or 25? I think we only started with 25 because didn't we get 2 roosters? Oh, 3 roosters. Yeah, so 1 month. Yeah, 25 of them are 1 month old. So our chickens doubled. We only had 25. And now we have 50. So they're all newborns. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I have to say, that's one thing that I would love to see in Farming Simulator at some point is actually different sizes of animals so that you can actually see little baby chickens running around here and sort of obviously calves and that as well. What are you doing? Stupid chicken. Yeah, I would love to see sort of baby animals walking around when they've actually bred, because then you would actually be able to see that they've had babies, which would be awesome, especially with like cows and sheep and pigs and stuff like that. But even with chickens, it'd be really cool to see all of the little baby chickens running around. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get that in the future. So we've got a few eggs here as well, which is pretty good. Is that 479 pieces of eggs? Pretty cool. Someone did say that this is the information board for the chickens, but I don't think so. There's nothing on there that makes any sense with regards to chickens, so still don't know what that is. Food-wise, food's on the other side. So I just want to check if they are okay. Oh, I think I just opened a blind thingy. You can open and close this, which is pretty cool. I just saw it going up. Right, food. How are they doing for food? Oh, it doesn't actually say here. So, food, they've got 4,678 liters. Oh, we could actually see that on the other side, so that's fine. So not great. We'll probably have to get like a massive trailer in here with food. How much have we got? Oh, wheat, we've got another 11,800. We might actually just dump all of it in here. We've actually still got a bit of canola. And they're paying 1,955. So it's... yeah, it's not great. It's not great. It's sort of mid-level. And the sugar beet is still very, very high. So that's about as high as it's going to go. 455. Yeah. So sugar beet is still very high. Probably as high as it's going to go. So we can still sell that. This trailer is maybe not big enough for the chicken feed, I don't think. We might actually just grab one of the big trailers and just dump everything into there. All 12,000 liters that we've got over there. So, yeah, a wash station is probably something that we have to look into. I genuinely don't think we have one. I did put a charging station in here, but no wash station. I don't think there's anything in here. No. And this is the service station that I didn't know about. So, yeah, we could probably put a wash station in there as well. Or maybe just outside here. I don't know. Yeah, so we could probably do something like that. It won't be too expensive just to keep the machinery nice and clean. But that is going to be it for today, guys. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember to leave your comments in the comment section below this video, and yeah, give all of your suggestions and everything of what's going to happen next. So I think priority is still probably to get these 2 fields done, so make sure to let me know what we're actually going to do with this. If we don't get any comments on it, then this is going to be grass field, the one up there is going to be grass field, and then we'll worry about the other big one a little bit later on. But yeah, I think that's probably about it. Oh, that's another thing that I wanted to mention. Is probably somewhere around just before we started rolling, you would have seen everything go very green and lush very quickly, and probably a bit brighter as well. I basically just got sick and tired of everything being dull and grey and miserable, because we don't have seasons turned on anyway. So there's no point in sort of having really short days in game and it looking grey and dull and miserable all the time. I mean, I live in Ireland. Everything's dull and grey and miserable all the time anyway, so I don't need that in game as well. So I just changed it to permanently look like July. So it's nice and sunny and bright and lush and green, and it looks beautiful. So yeah, that's what happened there. Yeah. Hopefully, well, it'll just stay like this now because we we don't have seasons activated on the series. But yeah, so that is what happened there. But we are going to leave it there for today, guys. So again, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. But I'll see you all next time.